Wendi McLendon-Covey leads the hospital tour that every comedy fan and TV insider has been waiting for. And St. Denis's Medical Season 2 arrives louder, funnier, and more stylish than ever. From a birthing center painted in soothing lemongrass and lavender to a parade of themed suites that feel like mini vacations, Joyce's new wing is equal parts design obsession and tongue-in-cheek comfort. Wendi strolls us through the Outback Suite with a wink, then breezes past forest fantasy, before revealing the crown jewel, an under-the-sea room that sells the idea of giving birth inside a coral dream. It's a playful set choice, a little bit of whimsy, and an intentional distraction from the reality of labor that the show honors with affection and humor. Wendi teases that these rooms are full of delightful props and clever touches, all designed to soothe while the characters bring their very human messes to life. The result is an aesthetic that's as arresting as the show's comedic heart, with colors and costumes that tell stories before anyone utters a line. Season 2 picks up with higher stakes and bigger laughs, and the cast is both excited and a little nervous in the best way. Wendi admits that she hasn't seen any finished episodes yet, but she trusts the writers and the creative team, praising their ability to top what they delivered in Season 1. New storylines push the hospital beyond its familiar halls, sending characters out into fruitfully absurd situations that feel like a soap opera on a delightful sugar rush. The series keeps the heartbeat of the medical comedy intact while expanding the playground, allowing Joyce and company to stumble, scheme, and surprise in unexpected settings. Veteran viewers will find satisfying answers and new surprises, while new fans will have plenty of fresh material to binge. The ensemble chemistry remains a core asset, and Wendi highlights the sisterhood that has formed among the cast. She praises the way women on this show support each other on set and in the work, framing that camaraderie as creative power. That bond shows up on screen in the small gestures and quick saves, and off-screen in the mutual protection and mentoring that help everyone shine. Wendi also admits to personal pressure, confessing she worries about meeting the bar set by the first season. But she leans into a philosophy of aim for the middle and fail forward, a mindset that allows risks to feel less terrifying and more productive. That openness to imperfection is baked into the show's DNA, and it makes every plot twist feel grounded. Season 2 also welcomes a handful of reality stars stepping into scripted roles, which brings new textures to the hospital hallways. Ariana Madix joins as a doctor, and Love Island alum Jeremiah Brown makes his acting debut, adding fresh energy and a few surprise moments of earnestness to the comedy. The series balances celebrity cameos with character development, never letting a guest appearance feel gratuitous. Instead, these newcomers enrich the world, offering new conflict and warmth while blending seamlessly into the show's established rhythms. One of the season's most talked about arcs is Joyce's complicated love life, a storyline that combines romance, awkwardness, and more than a little absurdity. Wendi teases that Joyce's romantic escapades are bold and at times grotesquely funny, a deliberate tonal choice that lets the show probe adult relationships without the usual romantic comedy gloss. It's messy, human, and often hilarious, and it gives Wendi a playground to push Margot Banks into uncomfortable and triumphant spots. The comedy finds its best moments in those thin lines between embarrassment and courage, and Joyce lives there like a pro. Fans will also be delighted by the small, character-defining details that keep the series feeling personal. Joyce's brooches, each different and carefully chosen, function like a costume shorthand for her personality. The wardrobe team leaned into hospital chic with scrubs color-blocked by character and layered with unique personal pieces. Serena's playful prints peek from beneath scrubs. Allison's cozy cardigans create a signature look, and Josh's navy wardrobe signals steady reliability. Costume designer Elix explains that multiples of each outfit are kept on hand for big production moments. And while practical needs like rainy scenes or messy takes require swaps, every piece is curated to tell a visual story about who these people are. When they clock in, Wendi's playful tours also includes behind-the-scenes confessions that fans will love. She jokes about imagining herself on a show like White Lotus or playing a woman with swagger, and she's candid about the comedic rehearsal process. The medtech consultants on set make sure dialogue rings true enough to honor professionals in real life, and the team's attention to detail is appreciated by practitioners who watch the show. Wendi shares that medical staff have been welcoming and sometimes effusive, thanking the cast for bringing humor and warmth to a world that can be intense in real life. Those reactions validate the show's approach, make people laugh, while showing respect for the real work that happens every day in hospitals. The show's humor is physical and verbal, but it's never cruel. The writers find the humanity in absurd situations, letting characters make mistakes and then recover in ways that feel earned. Wendi reveals they even brought in a therapy horse for a sequence this season, a choice that adds whimsy and a genuine oddity that only a show like St. Denis Medical could justify. The cast navigates those high-concept beats with comedic precision, and the result is a season that keeps the show feeling light and generous, while still daring to be weird. Fashion remains a cornerstone of the series' appeal, and the costume trailer offers a peek at how much thought goes into every scrub, cardigan, and signature accessory. The team designs practical on-set scrubs with character accents, and when a scene calls for drama, those colors and textures become plot devices. Wendi's character often favors navy suits, accented by whimsical brooches, and the brooches themselves have become a delightful calling card for fans to spot. The wardrobe also finds room for comfort, with cast members explaining how practical choices like pajamas and sneakers keep the tone relaxed and approachable. That grounded approach makes the comedic beats land harder because the characters feel lived in and real, despite the laughs. The cast takes their roles seriously, investing in character research while keeping the mood on set playful. Wendi recounts how medical consultants have praised the show, and how even fans recognized her fondly while she was out for a walk. The balance of respect and satire is what makes St. Denis Medical a show people recommend to friends, and why critics often point to its heart as much as its jokes. There is a sweetness to the chaos, a generosity beneath the insanity, and that's the show's gift to viewers. Season 2 premieres Monday on NBC, promising a return to the bright, baffling, and deeply human world of St. Denis. Wendi McLendon-Covey and her fellow actors have crafted a season that is truer, bolder, and more stylish than ever, full of surprises, sisterhood, and wardrobe moments that will inspire more than a few social feeds. Whether you come for the comedy, the characters, or the costumes, you'll leave feeling like you visited a place where the people are complicated, needy, and entirely lovable. In a TV landscape that sometimes rewards cynicism, St. Denis Medical chooses warmth, and that choice makes all the difference, turning hospital hallways into a hopeful place to laugh and belong.